Across the vast farmlands of Texas, a quiet war rages beneath the stars. When the sun dips below the horizon and the world falls still, the enemy begins to move. Shadows stir among the cornfields, and the ground itself seems to tremble under the weight of something wild. It's not a storm or a flood, but an invasion. Under the cover of darkness, armies of wild boars emerge from the brush, unstoppable, fearless, and multiplying faster than anyone can contain. Farmers call them land destroyers, and they mean it literally. What once looked like a calm, fertile landscape has turned into a battleground where man and nature collide every single night. For generations, American farmers have faced droughts, pests, and unpredictable weather. But nothing compares to this. Wild hogs have become one of America's most destructive forces, costing the nation more than $2.5 billion each year in agricultural and infrastructure damage. From the plains of Texas to the wetlands of Louisiana and the forests of Florida, the devastation stretches across state lines. Cornfields are torn apart overnight, irrigation systems chewed and shredded, and fences ripped from the ground as if they were paper. Feed that was meant for cattle is left trampled in the mud. And by dawn, the destruction is complete, like an invisible army sweeping through the night, leaving nothing but ruin behind. For the farmers who live off this land, this isn't just another wildlife nuisance. It's warfare. They're fighting a relentless enemy that learns, adapts, and strikes with precision. A single female boar can give birth twice a year, with as many as 10 piglets per litter. That means one pair can lead to over 200 descendants within just a few years. Multiply that by the millions already roaming across the southern United States, and the scale becomes almost unimaginable. Experts call it a biological explosion, and they're not exaggerating. What makes wild boars so terrifying isn't just their numbers, it's their intelligence. These animals can sense danger long before it arrives. They travel in groups called sounders, often led by older, wiser females that guide the herd like field generals. They know how to avoid traps, detect electric fences, and even recognize the sound of vehicles and gunfire. Hunters say they move like ghosts, appearing without warning and vanishing just as quickly into the darkness. And when they're wounded, something primal takes over. They charge at terrifying speed, tusks first, tearing through brush and bone alike. Farmers describe it as facing pure instinct, fast, furious, and fearless. Over the years, people have tried everything to stop them. Traditional fencing fails because wild boars can dig under or crash through barriers. Trapping works for a while until they learn to recognize the scent of human steel. Even aerial control, using helicopters to hunt from above, can only do so much. The truth is, no single method is enough. A single herd can wipe out an entire field in one night, destroying crops that took months to grow and leaving behind only churned mud, broken roots, and silence. The damage goes beyond what the eye can see. The soil itself begins to lose structure. Fertility drops. Water retention declines. Erosion takes hold. And for some farmers, one bad season is all it takes to lose everything. That's why, across Texas and beyond, hunting wild boars isn't just a sport, it's a necessity. It's an act of survival. Rural communities have started banding together, forming night patrols and hunting teams that operate like small militias. Armed with high-powered rifles, thermal scopes, and night vision drones, they track herds that move silently through fields and forests. The footage captured by these drones looks almost unreal. Glowing shapes slipping between the trees, dozens of them moving in perfect sync, aware of every sound. It's like watching a living machine built by nature to conquer the land. But even with all that technology, the numbers don't stop rising. Experts say that to simply keep the population from growing, at least 70% of wild boars must be removed every single year. Anything less, and they'll rebound faster than ever. That's an almost impossible task. You can clear one area, only to find another herd pushing in from miles away. It's a never-ending cycle hunt, rebuild, repeat. Wildlife agencies across the South are now testing new methods. Advanced trapping systems that can catch entire sounders at once. Fertility control programs designed to slow reproduction, and coordinated community hunts. Yet every method faces the same problem boars adapt. They outthink, outmaneuver, and outbreed every strategy thrown at them. Scientists warn that unless a breakthrough is found soon, these animals could permanently reshape local ecosystems, wiping out native species and causing irreversible damage to farmland. What makes this crisis even more tragic is how it began. Centuries ago, early settlers introduced pigs for farming and hunting. Over time, some escaped or were released into the wild. They bred, multiplied, and eventually intermingled with feral bloodlines from Europe and Asia. The result? A new kind of creature stronger, faster, and far more aggressive than either of its ancestors. A super boar perfectly designed to thrive in the wild and nearly impossible to eliminate. In the beginning, they were seen as a curiosity, a tough but manageable part of the landscape. No one imagined they'd become a force capable of reshaping entire states. Today, as night falls across Texas, farmers prepare for another long battle. Flashlights cut through the dark.
If you'll enjoy this video, please like and subscribe my channel for more information.